You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
Exploring the multiverse of pop culture.
This is Podcasserole.
An Adam and JP show.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, are you hungry?
Good.
That's a good way to start it off, right?
Because we've got some Podcasserole.
Yes, we do.
I'm J. Patrick, that's Adam.
Hey, thanks for stepping in.
His killer clown from outer space shirt.
Yeah.
Killer clowns,
You know, sometimes I wear shirts strictly to come over here and see you only and go back home, but today that was not the case. I come over here and you weren't ready yet.
No.
So I had to kill some time at Walmart.
I had to get my makeup done.
I had to kill some time at Walmart. And the worst part about that was my wife soon has a 1980s rock party coming soon.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to get together my 1980s gear.
Yeah.
So I'm in the women's section looking for tight, stretchy pants. And you get weird looks when you're in the women's section looking for pants wearing a Killer Clowns from Outer Space shirt.
Stretchy pants, huh?
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's 80s,
For you?
Yeah, 80s rock. Like I want leopard print stretch pants.
That you're going to wear?
Yeah, I've got a cup.
Okay. Are you going for that David Lee Roth Van Halen thing?
It's a mixture of like some Bret Michaels, some Roth, some Rose thrown in there.
Or are you going for that Bonnie Tyler Total Eclipse of the Heart
Yeah,
look?
maybe that too. Tease my beard.
You should do the Madonna look.
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like a fishnet top, put a bunch of rubber bracelets on your arms.
Yeah, it'll be fun though.
It is Friday. Well, at least as we record this.
Yeah.
Could be Thursday when you hear this.
It could be, you never know.
But to us, it's Friday. And sometimes we do this. We do the Friday song.
Yeah.
I thought I would bring it back today.
Bring it back.
I'm pretty excited about the Friday song. Or technically songs today.
Yeah, what do you have?
We're going to go back to all the way back to 2003. To the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember this song?
Yeah.
Nelly, P. Diddy, Murphy Lee.
Yeah. I miss the St. Lunatics. I miss those guys.
I believe this is Nelly up on the mic first.
I see you coolers. Bad Boys 2, the soundtrack. Let's go.
Who your name is?
I miss Nelly.
Where you from? Turn around. Who you came with? Is that your ass or your mama had reindeer? I can't explain it, but damn, so glad you came here. I like the cocky, bow-legged ones, like white and Dominican.
I guess this is like a women appreciation song.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's say that. Yeah.
I can't tell everybody, and they just when
It takes a long time to get to the chorus.
That's what they do. Good beefy songs.
Taking you back to the clubs. All right, so that's Nelly.
Right.
I was going to go through this song a little
It's the
bit.
new up-and-coming artist. Nelly.
Yeah. So then P. Diddy steps up to the mic.
Right.
And we find out what he looks like, or what he looks for in his dating profiles.
I had to tell her she's a young Janet Jackson, live and living color. Look at mama, you're dead wrong for having them pants on. Caprice cut low, so when you shake it, I see a thong. My pockets full of dough, shaking feathers to the moon. And it's Bad Boy and Nelly, man, somebody better want him. Yeah.
I may be way out of my comfort zone here, but do you remember when thongs were cool?
Oh, yeah. This was like the heyday of thongs. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
So that's Diddy.
Yeah.
And then Murphy Lee comes up last.
Yeah.
Now, what if I told you there was a song that had a reference to Voltron, Thundercats,
Yeah.
He-Man, and the Rat Pack all in the same lyric?
Well, that's the greatest song of all time.
Well, maybe.
Oh no, I heard them bad boys coming. Can't stop now. Gotta continue my running. Yeah, cause we gon' party till the lights come on. And then my song stop, fuck it, cause my mic's still on.
Yo, I'm the big booty type. I like them thick with their mind right. Banging personality, conversate when the time right. I'm not hard, I got women that handle that. They be like, he the man when I'm really a Thundercat. Come on, you know the tits connect like Voltron. Collect so much grass, Popo thinking we molons. My cohons don't match that, but it matches our
Murphy Lee, obviously a fan of 80s cartoons.
Wow.
Just a juvenile, cause I be about G's. Keep the women wheezy, man, they say they have my babies. I'm young like Turk, I like that cash and that money. I'ma eat my money. Man, I'm that damn hungry. I'm starving like Marvin, girl. I got 16 bars of fur. Plus my rats come in packs like Sammy and Dean Martin. And I got so many keys, you think I'm ballet.
Adam, I got so many keys you think I'm valet parking.
He even said he had a Gohan reference, which is his Dragon Ball Z
Oh,
reference.
yeah.
Wow. I never broke down the lyrics to that.
So there you go.
Wow.
Your first Friday song.
Wow.
For the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack.
Wow.
Shake your tail feather.
That's something. Now, tail feather means just straight up
Your booty?
Yeah, your butt, right? Straight
Yeah.
up. But why tail feather?
Well, I think it's a throwback to the
I'm going to break down the rap song lyrics. Why the tail feather?
to the Ray Charles song.
Oh, he said that in there, huh?
It's on the Blues Brothers soundtrack. Mm-hmm. Bend over, let me see you shake the tail feather.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can find it on the. I don't have it readily available,
I
but
gotcha.
just look up the Blues Brothers soundtrack.
I will, okay.
I honestly believe that this song here was a throwback to that song.
Really?
Very different, though.
Yeah.
So then it got me thinking about women appreciation songs,
right.
club songs,
Yeah.
and Fun Friday songs. And so I landed on this one.
She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like what? Baby, move your butt. I think I'll sing it again. She had dumps like a truck.
Of course, it's Cisco.
Thighs like what?
Thong song.
Oh, yeah. That's funny.
All night long.
The thong reference. I did not see that, really.
See that thong.
I saw him live,
Me too. Right before NSYNC.
Right, yep.
That thong, 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 thong. I like it when the beat
That's
goes.
terrible. Why was that a thing back then? Are those things anymore?
I'm sure thongs are still around. Did you see any when you were searching for your leopard pants
Yeah, I think so. I think I did, yeah.
at Walmart?
I think I did.
Walmart thongs.
They're 88 cents there, too. They have 88 cents undies.
Oh, wow.
I'm serious, 88 cents.
What I find so surprising about this song is how sincere Cisco is in delivering his lyrics.
Yeah, how can you be honest about this?
Yeah, listen.
Baby, move your butt. I think I'll sing it again. She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like what? All night long.
When he says she had dumps like a truck,
Yeah.
there's no laughter in his voice at all.
No, you had to write this down with a pen and paper. Truck. Dump.
That thong, 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 thong. I like it when the beat goes. Baby, make your booty go.
You know, he had a group before this called Drew Hill, of course.
Uh-huh.
You think he thought in his mind, not that it had happened yet, but maybe he would be the first one to break out and become the Justin Timberlake of that once former NSYNC.
Oh, maybe.
You think he was going to, this is it?
Didn't he go back to Drew Hill after this,
I
though?
have no idea what happened after this.
He did, because then I think they worked with Will Smith
Yeah.
on the Men in Black 2 soundtrack.
I mean, you have your Phil Collins, your George Michael, your Boy George, your
Cisco.
your Justin Timberlake, your Beyonce. And Cisco just didn't cut the mustard.
No, he didn't.
The thong was too tight.
Well, he did release a song called Thong Song.
Right.
Thong Song.
Yeah. What if that was like he had a whole album of like really heartfelt, deep music and one kind of fun joke song called a thong song? And that's the one that took off, and then he was pissed about it.
Well, maybe next week we'll go through the other tracks from his album,
possible.
Unleash the Dragon.
Ah, yeah. That's funny. Dragons are cool. Dragons and thongs were cool back then.
Apparently.
Yeah.
And Thundercats, and
Yeah.
Voltron,
Yeah.
Capri Pants. I do
Oh, yeah.
remember
They were big.
Capri Pants were huge.
And dyed hair.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
had- When I saw him, he had silver hair. Silver.
Okay, kind of follow me on this. Obviously, he was inspired by Dennis Rodman, right?
Yeah.
But he went with the silver instead of the blonde.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman was inspired in the 90s, was inspired to dye his hair blonde from the Wesley Snipes character in Demolition Man, a movie from 1993 that we'll talk about later in the show.
I gotcha.
When we run down the films of 1993.
Nice.
Well, not all of them.
Right. Not every single one.
Our favorites.
It was a big year.
Our favorite films from 1993.
Wow.
Adam, you've had a big week.
I have. Well,
In
I always
addition
do.
to shopping for your leopard print stretchy pants. Now, are you looking for the ones that actually have the
Oh, yeah.
the thing that goes around your foot on the bottom?
The stirrups?
The stirrups, yeah, thank
I
you.
have nothing in mind in particular, but I'll take what I can get. I want some tight leopard pants.
Or do you want them tapered at your ankle?
Either way, I'll take either one.
Yeah.
I just need tight, stretchy leopard pants.
And then you get like some Vans or some British Knights.
I don't know. Yeah, some high tops would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
But even
High
like
tops
some,
are back.
Even some boots would be nice. Like some boots. I've been to Goodwill and just searching everywhere trying to find some dirty, nasty 80s clothes.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Well, I mean,
It's a fun
even
game.
for the Goodwill. That was 30, 35 years ago.
Yeah, but I mean, there's quite a bit there. It's not my size or what I'm looking for, but tons of 80s clothes there. Tons.
Uh-huh.
Like all kinds of parachute pants in the women's section.
Seriously?
Really, go to your local Goodwill, look at the women's pants section.
Find some parachute pants.
Parachute pants everywhere. Like the crotch is down to your knees.
Oh, Did you find a Michael Jackson jacket?
No.
Like the Thriller jacket?
No, that'd be nice.
Or the Beat It?
No.
I bet those are expensive.
I'm
now.
sure, yeah.
Yeah. I always wanted one of
I
those.
found an Incredible Hulk shirt. It's all green. It has his face in the bottom, and in text it says, "I would flex, but I like this shirt too much." That's pretty funny.
That's hilarious. You bought that shirt instead.
I tried to, but it was slightly too small. Which is kind of the point of the shirt, I guess.
Yeah, I knew a guy in high school that had 2 of those Michael Jackson jackets.
Really?
Like the zipper jackets.
Wow.
One that was red, like in Beat It, and the other
Yeah.
one was in black and white.
Really?
Yeah, it was a black and white jacket.
That's pretty awesome.
You could take the sleeves off.
Really?
Yeah, the sleeves actually zipped onto
I
it.
imagine they're cheap-ish now, or cheaper than they were.
I don't know.
Let's do a search. I want to check it.
Michael Jackson Beat It jacket.
Yeah.
While you're looking that up, I'll explain that you actually brought me a gift today.
I did.
I kind of feel like I'm on Collection Connection.
You do. That's what we do on Collection Connection sometimes.
Available
or they do it over there.
on iTunes and Stitcher Radio now.
Yeah.
And I'll let you explain did you find the price of the Michael Jackson
I did.
jacket?
We're hovering around $100. Sometimes $96, sometimes $129. We'll say an average of $100. You can have a Michael Jackson red leather Beat It jacket.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
I think you're trying to pull me into your addiction.
Yeah, I think so. So, like I said, on the way here, you had a little more time needed to get ready for the show.
Yeah.
So I killed some time at the local Walmart. Not only did I look for the cheap and slightly tacky and tight leopard pants, I also went to the Madball section. Of course, tried to find a Nintendo Switch as well, and that was not successful in that realm.
Did I tell you my niece waited in line for like 13 hours?
Yeah.
13, 14
Yeah.
hours for a Nintendo Switch?
I was there for the live tweets of it. Well, through you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no Switch there at Walmart. So I won't go to the toy section, which Walmart never, ever, ever in this whole redoing of Madballs has ever carried the Madballs yet. It's been a Target exclusive, sometimes Toys R Us, but mostly Target. But today, for the first time, Walmart does carry Madballs, the big, the small, and they're about $3 cheaper per Madball as well.
This comes from Series 1.
Yeah.
It says collect all 13, so I'm guessing there's 13.
Right in that first, yep. There are.
And you don't know what you're going to get.
You have a grab bag. Let's say you have a blind grab bag.
Like you don't know which Madball it's going to be.
Can I tell you a secret, though?
But you know which one it is.
I do know which one it is.
Explain to us how you know this.
So I'm part of I wouldn't say private, but you have to be accepted into this Madball group on Facebook, right?
That's ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
So I'm part of we'll say closed. Closed is more of a PC term. I'm part of a closed Madball collectors group on Facebook, and they just yesterday released an online list. And so on a certain part of the bag, I won't ruin it for you, but a certain part of the bag, not even a printing, but a small imprint is on the bag, and on there it shows what actual which Madball you have.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is it on the bag?
It's you're close to it, and on the back of the bag, the very bottom, you have to let the light hit it just right. You're gonna see an imprint, barely. You'll see it's right next to the barcode there. You see it? It's an imprint, not a printing, but an imprint.
No, I don't see it.
You don't see it? Yeah,
No.
but it's right there next to the barcode in good light. Check it out.
I still don't see it.
Really? Let me see it.
Yeah.
1 second.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go. See how hard it is to find?
Oh, yeah.
And so all those have imprints on there, and
So
each
you
one
have to match that up.
there's an actual inventory list, and what code means which Madball. So you match up those codes to that Madball, and you know which one you have. And I've got them semi-memorized, so I'm good. So I go out there under the stores, and I look for certain numbers, and I find them.
So if you're unfamiliar with the Madballs, if you haven't been listening the last few weeks,
Yeah.
Adam has rediscovered these from his youth. They are
Yeah.
Madballs. They're back out. They're just little rubber faces, basically.
Yeah. Now the official ones, and they brought those back out as well, about the size of a baseball, but they've re-released because the blind bags and the blind boxes are huge now. So now they have blind bag Madballs, and those are fun to do and fun to collect.
Such characters as Oculus Orbis,
Yeah.
Swine Sucker,
Right.
the ultra rare glow in the dark Skullface.
Ultra rare. That's gonna be crazy to find one of those.
Is that a hint?
Maybe.
Screaming Mimi, the Bruise Brother,
Yeah.
Skullface, Hornhead, Dustbrain, Lock Lips,
Did you forget Slobulus?
Slobulus,
There you go.
Snake Bait, Fist Face. These are just some of that you can find.
Yeah.
In Series 1.
Yeah, and it's part of that fun 80s, 90s gross out toy boy fun,
So you think using your secret code that
Yeah.
you found online on
Yeah.
the super secret Madballs Facebook,
Those are rippable. You don't have to use a knife.
you have entirely too much time on your hands.
No,
Yeah.
it's a hobby.
No.
Everyone has hobby.
Yeah, I have a hobby. I'm not part of any super secret Facebook group because of
From
it.
the side, the side rip.
The side?
There you go.
Well, is the packaging worth money?
No, well, you're going to resell this thing, aren't you?
No. No, I'm not.
There's a tab up there if you rip it. You see the tab?
Oh, right there it is.
There you go.
Oh, that is easy.
Yeah, simple.
I didn't need my knife at all.
Jeez.
So, before I open this,
Yeah.
what do you think it is?
I can't tell you that. I know, so if I told you what I think it is.
Okay, I'll look at it,
Okay.
and then you guess.
I think it's a super rare glow-in-the-dark skull face. Yeah.
Oh, look what it is.
Look at that. Feel that glow-in-the-dark goodness.
The super rare glow-in-the-dark skull face.
Isn't that cool? I've cracked the Madball code.
I know. Now, how much does this go for online?
It doesn't matter. More than it sells for, I'll tell you that.
Really?
Yeah.
Even unopened?
Yeah, totally open, yeah.
Yeah. Because to most people,
people
that
wouldn't
aren't part of the super secret Facebook group, Madball Collectors Anonymous,
Yeah.
They don't know.
I don't think people would trust me if I'm like, believe me, it's not open, but I promise you it's a rare one. So you've got to kind of show them what it is.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
There you go. Yeah, your
Well,
first
thank
Madball.
you, Adam.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
I figure the studio needs an actual Madball, and why not have it the most rare of the bunch?
As much as we talk about it,
Yep.
it should be.
There you go.
Right there. We'll put it right next to the Grand Theft Auto
Yeah.
collector's case.
You have your first Madball and the ultra rare. It's kind of like going to Dragon Con for your very first convention, and then after that you have the local tinies. It just won't live up to it.
You just don't want to go anymore.
No, exactly.
A couple of things this week.
Yeah.
I went to see the film phenomenon, live action Beauty and the Beast.
What do you think of that?
I went with my wife and my niece and my niece's boyfriend, who has the same name as a fast food restaurant.
Checkers?
That's right. His name is Checkers.
Wendy?
Fat Moe's.
It is 2017. Is his name Wendy?
I went with my wife, my niece, and Wendy.
Yeah, it happens.
To see Beauty and the Beast.
MacDonald.
MacDonald. Yeah, there you go.
Is his name MacDonald?
No.
Let me guess this. Is she polyamorous and she's dating 5 guys? Is that possible? Is that what's going on here?
No.
Okay. How about that's all I've got.
Yeah.
Is he a colonel?
He is a colonel.
But what did you think of
Think pastry shops.
pastry shops? Oh, Duncan.
Maybe.
Okay.
So we all went. We had a big dinner at the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah. Did you get the meatloaf?
No.
Why not?
I got the chef salad.
You don't go to Cracker Barrel for a salad.
Yeah, I do.
You get a meatloaf.
No. You know what I used to love at Cracker Barrel?
Meatloaf?
I did love the meatloaf and the chicken tender platter.
Oh yeah.
You get like the chicken tender with a big, and I would ask for extra honey mustard, and they would bring it in like a cereal bowl.
Yeah.
So you get like the chicken tenders, a cereal bowl full of honey mustard.
And 6 biscuits.
6? Does that sound good? And then I would get the hash brown casserole.
Oh yeah.
And then the mac and cheese.
They never give enough hash brown casserole. It's like a little dump of it.
Yeah.
I need a big
Dump.
I need a big dump.
A big dump of casserole.
Yeah, I do.
I don't get that anymore.
Yeah.
No, I do the chef salad.
I've never
Or the grilled chicken salad.
Never had a salad at Cracker Barrel. That seems wrong.
Well,
A salad.
meatloaf. So yeah, we go to see Beauty and the Beast. I thought it was good.
1 to 10. What do you give it?
1 to 10.
Yeah.
I give it a solid 8.
Okay, it's higher than I thought.
Yeah. Give it a solid 8.
Yeah. So you saw that before you saw Logan? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I've seen Beauty and the Beast before. I've seen Logan.
What is this?
I don't know.
no,
Who are you?
Kong is out there. Logan's out there. But
I
you
haven't
see
seen
the
Kong's-
falling rose petal.
Tell this old
Jeez. See, I've never seen the original still. I own it to watch it before this remake, and I haven't finished it yet.
I think the original is a better
I'm
film.
like 20 minutes in. I'll get there eventually. It's a marathon for me.
You got through the. Have you seen the Belle Bonjour song at the beginning?
Let's say yes.
Okay.
I have no recollection.
My problem with it, the only real problem I had. By the way, Josh Gad is great in it.
Right. That's what I
Yeah,
hear.
he's very funny. The guy that played Gaston.
So yeah, tell me that, because there's a big uproar about him being openly gay. Is that obvious? And I mean,
Well, even in the animated, to me, and me and my wife talked about this afterwards. To me, it's obvious that character is infatuated with Gaston in the animated Beauty and the Beast, which nobody seemed to have a problem with. It is the same thing in this film, the live action version. It's the exact same thing. He's just enamored with Gaston.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it's, 2 guys dancing together for like half a second.
wow, that's the uproar, huh?
Yeah, and it's a little wink to the. I mean, it's just like a little wink to the camera.
It's a movie
to the adults in the
The
audience.
plot is based around bestiality and the Stockholm syndrome, and we have 2 guys dancing for 30 seconds, or not even that.
and that's what everybody has a problem with.
Wow. Okay.
But I thought it was good. My only concern or my only problem with it is I think that Emma Watson played Belle with a little bit of more of a chip on her shoulder than you get in the animated version. Mm-hmm. But it's good. If you like Disney. You know what it felt like? I was watching like a really good in-park Disney production of Beauty and the Beast.
In park?
Yeah, because they do that.
Yeah.
Like when you go to the Disney parks, you can go to the various theaters and see like live versions where they do basically, shortened versions of the story.
I thought you meant like local theater company at the local city park.
Oh, no. Like a Disney park.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. So is Little Mermaid next for the live action remakes? They're doing so many now.
What is next? Is it Jungle Book? I think Jungle Book 2,
That's already
right?
happened. Oh, Jungle Book 2? Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're
Really?
going to do Jungle Book 2.
Weird.
I
weird
think
choice.
there is a Little Mermaid in the works.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing now.
Yeah.
They'll just go through a live-action Aladdin is coming.
Really?
Again, to me, that original Aladdin is the perfect Aladdin movie.
And the live-action Lion King. I did read about that.
Yeah, live-action Lion
How
King.
that's going to happen, I have no idea. But I guess live action is in mostly CGI, whatever.
Yeah. Well, they've been doing it on there's been a Broadway production of Lion King for a long time.
Is Lion King the only Disney movie with no humans whatsoever?
No, it can't be.
I'm trying to think of another one.
Is it?
Even Bambi has someone killing Bambi's mother.
Huh. Maybe it is. That would be something to research.
Wow, we'll do that.
And on the complete other end of the spectrum of entertainment, I think I have a new TV obsession.
What's that?
And you can ask my wife and she will agree with it. It's Live PD on A&E.
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of this?
No.
Basically, for 3 hours, they started out just doing Friday nights, but it's so successful. Now it's Friday and Saturday night. So for 3 hours on Friday and Saturday night, they follow, I think, 6 law enforcement groups around the country. So you've got some in Florida, South Carolina. I think Arizona's one. I can't remember all the communities, but basically they're following local law enforcement live as they are out and about on Friday and Saturday night.
Like live cops.
It's live cops.
Wow.
It's exactly what it is.
Huh.
And I love watching that show.
Really?
It sucks me in for 3 hours. Like
Really?
3 hours goes by like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't. It's got to have a. Is there a delay to it for profanity?
There's a
and stuff?
delay.
Yeah.
There's a delay, not only for profanity, but
I mean,
also
violence if possible. I mean, things could happen.
when they're giving out people's names and addresses and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like on the radio and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But it's just, like, it's possible. Now, I think, like, their original thought was they would follow them live 3 hours, and that's all you would watch. But I think they've smartened up. So I think the camera crew follows them throughout the week and goes out with them various nights. So if there's a lull in the action, they'll show you something that happened. They always say, we were with the Arizona team earlier, and I think by earlier, it might have been Wednesday night.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's like Live Cops, and it's fun to watch.
I do miss Cops. What happened to that show? That was big for decades.
It's still
right?
on.
Is it still on? Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Cops is still on.
Didn't know that.
Mostly it's DUI pullovers.
Yeah.
You see a lot of sobriety tests on Live PD.
So I feel like the era of YouTube killed Cops, but this show is still relevant, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's the live aspect.
You don't know what's going to happen pretty much?
Right.
Yeah.
Because they don't even re-show it. You know how these cable channels will show the same episode over and over and over again. They don't even re-show this.
Wow.
Because I think the draw is the live aspect of it.
That's pretty cool.
So if you love Cops, check out Live PD Friday and Saturday nights on A&E.
If you love the cartoon Cops, check it out.
There was a news story that I guess there was a shooting, like a gang-related shooting, and the victim's mother found out that her son was dead by watching Live PD.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard that story. That's what happened, huh?
Uh-huh. And then I was watching a couple of weeks ago, and they had a call of a guy asleep in his car. And so they pull up, and of course this guy's passed out drunk in his car, and the music's blaring. I mean, you can hear the music as soon as they pull up. He's got it just cranked up inside his SUV. And when they open the door, he's asleep with a gun in his hand.
Wow.
And so these cops are trying to figure out, how do we get the gun without this guy waking up and shooting somebody? And they try to flash a light in his face to get him to just kind of wake up a little bit. And the guy's woken up when the two cops go in together one of them grabs his arm and pulls it around outside the door, and the other one grabs the gun.
Wow.
That's how the guy's woken up. Could you imagine being woken up out of a drunken stupor like that? and you know, of course, the question they kept asking him was, why did you have a gun? You know, why were you asleep with were you going to hurt yourself? And he kept saying he wasn't, but
wow.
You know, just some of what you'll see on Live PD.
And he needs something to save it. After Duck Dynasty, it's all went downhill, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, ratings-wise, it's kind of true.
See, to me, I'm still blown away that was a popular show.
It was huge.
I can't believe Honey
years.
Boo Boo was so popular.
Was
and
that on
now
that
she's
channel?
back, right?
Was that channel?
I don't think so. It was TLC, right?
I have no idea.
I think
It's all the
TLC
same.
was.
It's
I
all
don't know.
reality, air quotes, reality shows to me.
But yeah, Honey Boo Boo's back, right?
Her mom is. I guess she's still there in the background giving one-liners.
Oh yeah. Well, I act like I don't know. I watched the first episode with my wife.
Yeah.
And it was terrible.
Pretty bad?
Oh, I never want to see that again.
Yeah.
Like, I was angry at the end of it. Rarely do I watch something that is so bad I'm angry at the end. I was angry at the end of that episode.
It happened.
At the ridiculousness and how these people are just horrible people, and they have no, like, I could see in the original, like, maybe there was some quality to the little girl that people found appealing, that maybe she was, I don't know, charming on some level.
Fat is funny. Let's admit it. Fat is funny.
But that's even gone. I mean, they're just annoying, rude, dumb people. And I don't know why people watch this. And we both know people that love it.
It's true. It's crazy.
I know.
I don't get it.
Anything for you this week?
Not much. No, I went to Indianapolis for the first time last weekend.
Oh, I saw you in a spacesuit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the kids' space, or the kids' just museum in general.
Was that
fun.
a kid's spacesuit?
I think it's like a one-size-fits-everyone thing.
Oh, okay.
I think so. It was a good, well, the Child's Museum was fun there in Indianapolis, but Indianapolis in general is kind of not my scene.
You don't like Indy cars?
No, it's just
you don't like the open wheel racing?
The whole place was kind of run down.
You don't like the Hoosiers?
I'll be honest.
You don't like the Colts?
The spot we were in was kind of like our East Nashville area. Like, I can tell it's kind of dirty now, but in time the hipsters come in and replenish it.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
That's going to happen, yeah.
A lot of loafers and mustache grease.
Yeah. Just outside, like, we had an Airbnb for the first time. I think that may be the last time I ever do that.
Oh, that was not a good experience?
Not a fan. It's one thing to be out of sight, out of mind, and go into a hotel and just kind of be in a hotel scene and do that, but to go into someone's actual bed and use someone's actual towels, it's a weird. I'm not a fan of that.
Like when you go to sleep, you're looking at portraits on their family and stuff like that.
There were people, pictures of people in there.
Yeah,
Isn't that weird? I'm just not a fan. And it was kind of dirty. We had hardwood floors, and my socks were black.
Ooh.
Yeah, like that.
Did you review this?
No.
You just gotta let it go.
Let it go. You know me. I just let it go. And it was an old house. I mean, just everything was so painted over. It was just thick layers of paint. The doors couldn't close without you giving like a football tackle to close the doors. Every door there, I'm a little bit over like 6 foot, not even 6'1". I had a duck going into all the other doors, like the doorways.
Oh, it made you feel like a giant.
Yeah, I just can't imagine some of our taller friends would not be able to stay there. I was busting my knuckles putting on my shirt. I would hit the ceiling with my hand. I felt like Alice after she took the potion. I did. That's what I felt like. So the Airbnb experience, not really for me.
You're like a hotel room.
Yeah, I'm a good hotel guy.
From this point on.
Yeah.
No more Airbnb.
Strictly. It's dirt cheap if you have a lot of people.
That's technically your second bad Airbnb experience.
That's my first actual stay, but second bad experience through it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stay away from that from now on. I think some people that are those drifters that are backpackers and do whatever they want can maybe Airbnb it. But I'm kind
people
of
that are fan of hostels
exactly.
might love Airbnb.
Yeah, but it's not my scene.
Yeah.
No, not at all. But really, it's weird. Once again, I'm aware that thousands of people have slept in that bed before me in a hotel.
I was going to say, probably even with the black socks and your leopard pants, the house was probably cleaner than a hotel room.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't feel as if. I don't think so. I just felt weird because it was someone's personal spot, like I was checking places for hidden cameras. It just feels like it's wrong. I feel wrong there.
Like maybe I was watching you the entire weekend.
even the poops were kind of like, can I poop? Can I do this? Yeah. Think about that. Staying in a place where you don't feel right pooping.
No, not happening. Not happening.
Usually you're a lobby pooper anyways, even in hotels.
That's true.
So imagine if you were in a hotel but no lobby was there.
You know why? Because I'm a nice guy.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, even when it was just me and you.
We've all...
I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to the lobby. Why? Because I'm a nice guy.
I think you just don't want to hear other people hear the blowout, the nuclear fallout. So you don't want to hear. You play it off like that, but I think you don't want to hear the reverb.
I'm just being nice.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm just being
You're
nice.
that guy that whenever you're in the stall and I walk in, you just like stop. I've done that before. I've faked people out. I tell you about that? You go into a bathroom and the guy's in there pooping in the stall. You know he's going to town, but as soon as you walk in, you see him stop.
Yeah.
And so I've played it. I do my stuff, wash my hands, open the door, and let it close.
Just
and
see what happens.
Just finishes the job. I'm like, ha, ha, ha. And I leave for real.
Sucker.
But that second time I left, he was like, oh, no. He'll never trust anyone again he can't see. But it's fun. Try that next time you go in there. It's just you and a guy in a stall. It's totally quiet. Do a fake out. Open the door and close it, but stay in the bathroom and see what happens. It's hilarious.
Why would I want to experience that?
Because it's funny.
Don't understand you.
That's good.
Hey, if you're looking to do some online shopping, I suggest you try the ESO Amazon store. You can find that at esopodcast.com. We're in con season.
That's true.
A lot of cosplay going on.
Yeah.
Lots of cosplay options available now on Amazon. Go to esopodcast.com, click the Amazon link on the homepage, do your Amazon shopping. Maybe you could find some leopard stretchy pants.
That's possible. And if you have money left over from those leopard stretchy pants, check out patreon.com/podcasserole and give some money that way, too.
Yeah.
Money everywhere.
Thanks to new patron Aaron. I'll never get his name right.
This is where the word came from.
Aaron Guerrara.
Yeah, Guerrara.
How do you pronounce it?
Guerrara.
No, it is not.
We're going to say Guerrara.
Aaron Guerrara, a brand new patron at patreon.com.
I think we used to use it every single week on the show. That's a name he should be proud of, Guerrara.
Guerrara.
Yeah.
I thought Guerrara came from the fact that I couldn't do the Asian pronunciation of Godzilla.
But we kind of tied that in with his last name as well.
Oh, okay.
Guerrara.
So it was a combination.
Yeah, it was a combination. It was the same week. It was.
That must have been a crazy week. So do your Amazon shopping at esopodcast.com and also subscribe now at patreon.com/podcasserole. Stay up to date with our archives. And one more thing, check out Collection Connection. It is our sister show hosted by Josh and Mike. This week, talking about, I had no idea about this show and the collectibles around this show. Jace and the Wheeled Warriors.
Right.
But apparently there is a huge Jace and the Wheeled Warriors fandom. It's a bit underground. It's down deeper than the Madball Society of America.
Do they have a private Jace and the Wheeled Warriors Facebook group, you think?
I think they do.
Wow.
And this week on Collection Connection, Josh and Mike break through the hidden walls of Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. And it's a really good episode.
It's an amazing episode. There should be a pro wrestler called Saw Boss, I believe so.
That is a great name,
Saw
isn't
Boss
it?
is awesome.
Saw Boss.
Yeah. I never even heard of this series at all until this episode came out. Now I'm a fan.
Yeah.
At least I want to be a fan.
I want to check it out.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got an update to our Power Rangers episode.
We do.
From a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
We'll have our update and then also our favorite films of the year 1993.
Next.
Hi, this is Siri. I would never, ever listen to the Earth Station 1 podcast. Who the heck says howdy anyway? Why don't you listen to Chris Hardwick instead? I can get you his information. The Nerdist is everywhere anyway, haha. That was a joke. The Earth Station 1 podcast. It's time to let your inner geek out to play. You can find them at www.earthstation1.com or up on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, or wherever fine podcasts are found. Peace, and we're done.
So we are going to do our favorite films of the year 1993. That's coming up. But we have breaking news? Not really breaking news, but an update.
You miss doing that?
I do miss
You did that and Guerrara all in the same episode the first time in 2 or 3 months.
I do miss that.
That's crazy.
I miss the...
Gaming. Yeah. You don't even have a can to pop.
No, it's already open.
Guerrara, man.
Yeah.
Anyone who's a new fan of the show has no idea what we're talking about.
Nope.
But it's all right.
That's okay. You can go back. I mean, there's still gaming news on the feed.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Still there.
I mean, it's out of date now, but...
But we do have some Power Rangers updates.
We do have an update to our Power Rangers show from a couple of weeks ago, and this is kind of sad breaking news and updates.
No, I told you when we went through every single series of Power Rangers, my favorite was with the reboot whenever Saban brought the rights back from Disney, and they had Power Rangers Samurai that came out. So that was one of my favorites. A few seasons before that, they had Power Rangers Wild Force. Now, the weird thing about those two series is they have one actor playing the Red Ranger on both of those. The actor's name is Ricardo Medina, You heard of this guy in the news recently?
Oh,
maybe?
he was Khan in the Wrath of Khan, right?
Not so much. So Ricardo Medina, as RollingStone.com says, the actor who played the Red Line Ranger in Power Rangers Wild Force from 2002 and 2003, he's pleaded guilty to killing his roommate, Josh Sutter, with a samurai sword. Medina, who initially claimed he was acting in self-defense, pleaded to voluntary manslaughter and now faces 6 years in prison. He initially had been charged with murder, which, if convicted, would have carried a sentence of 26 years to life. What's weird about this story is...
There's lots weird about this story.
Yeah, so this happened back in January of 2015, I want to say, early 2015. He's been off, he's been on, he's been off, he's been on. They've had him in prison, he's been free. But it all started when he and his roommate got into a small fight. Over the parking of Ricardo Medina's girlfriend, how her parking situation was. So the roommate comes in, hey, man, your girlfriend can't park for crap. Oh, yeah, let's fight it out. And they fight, get over it. Ricardo goes back to his room, and as the story goes, his roommate Sutter and busts into his room, breaks his door down, and Ricardo Medina, in self-defense, grabs the nearest Conan the Barbarian replica sword, a samurai-style sword.
I shouldn't laugh.
No.
We are talking about a murder.
Yeah, and stabs his roommate multiple times before calling 911.
If a Power Ranger was going to be a murderer,
yeah,
it does make sense he would use a samurai
That's
sword.
true, yeah. That's true. My question is... I don't make six figures a year. I'm not making fun of anyone's financial standing here. But he was, for multiple seasons, part of a major, pretty popular TV show. And here he is, later on in life, still having a roommate in an apartment. Is that weird to you? I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
Is that me being weird?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I guess so. I mean, wouldn't you have, I don't know. Maybe it's a one-and-done thing. Maybe you're a Power Ranger once and people forget about you from then on. But it seems like you'd have some money to... not have to have an apartment shared with your friend.
It seems like the very first thing you would buy is a house.
That's in my case.
It doesn't have to be a large, extravagant house, but buy a house.
At the very least, have an apartment, if you have a girlfriend, like not with your, I don't know, it's weird to me. Maybe it's a weird situation.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm judging him too wrong, but he killed his roommate regardless. And now he's admitted to it. And I guess he's actually pleading guilty finally after an actual bargain, something came up, and he's pleading guilty. And is going to try to get a few years out of this compared to 26 to life. So he may spend up to 6 years in prison now. Apparently, voluntary manslaughter is different than murder.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. To me, those are just synonyms.
Well, I think murder has there's second-degree murder, which means that you didn't mean to murder somebody.
But doesn't voluntary manslaughter sound like murder? Right? To me, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but I think the fact that he initially pled self-defense, he's trying to say that at no point was it his plan to murder this person, but in the events that transpired, this guy ended up dead and he did it.
Yeah.
Thus, it's manslaughter, not murder.
But the problem is they've tested Josh Sutter, his roommate, and checked deeper into the autopsy results. His hands of the victim showed actual blunt force trauma, as if he himself were trying to defend first, as if punches happened, then the stabbing happened. So
he grabbed the samurai sword, busted out of his room, and went after him.
It's possible. Who knows? But
do you think he
it's morphin' time?
Yeah,
maybe so. That's the problem. The Power Rangers episode, I was telling you how much I loved Power Rangers Samurai.
Yeah,
I love that character, but now he's actually killing people.
Go Power Rangers!
It happens.
Well, that's a sad update.
Yeah, sorry.
Our Power Rangers.
Well, I mean,
and I look forward to a review when you see the Power Rangers
I'll
movie.
give it to you soon. I want to see that very soon.
1993. We decided on this year, kind of at random. In reviewing the movies of 1993, this might be one of my favorite film years of all time.
It's a pretty great year.
I had no idea.
It's a great year.
I'll let you start with some of your favorites.
I'm going to go kind of in depth in detail on some, but not so deep on the others, because some of these we talk about are so iconic. We've had sometimes full episodes of our show based on this series of movies or the movie itself. So things are worth talking about, such as Jurassic Park. Let's talk about Jurassic Park for a bit. Now, clearly, if you're hearing this show, you know what Jurassic Park is. You know it. You love it. Hopefully, you've seen it. But it came out in 1993. The Spielberg classic was that year, 93.
But can you ever grow tired of Dr. Ian
Malcolm?
Malcolm, thank you. Jeff Goldblum explaining the chaos theory?
Maybe. I think you can.
And never repeat and vastly affect the outcome. That's one.
Unpredictability.
All right. There. Look at this. See? I'm right again. Nobody could have predicted that Dr. Grant would suddenly jump out of a moving vehicle.
Alan?
There's another example. See, here I am now by myself, talking to myself. That's chaos theory.
Is he your favorite character from that series?
Is he not yours?
No.
Who's yours?
I don't know. But even the first one, he's not the main character.
I know, but he's the coolest character in the movie.
He's once again, hear me out. Like I love.
Okay, who's your favorite character?
I think
from Jurassic Park.
What's his name? Sam
Neill?
Yeah, Sam
Dr.
Neill.
Grant?
Like Dr. Grant's the main character.
That's your favorite?
He's the main character.
He only does one cool thing, and that's scare the crap out of the kid at the beginning of the movie.
See, he's the Cyclops. Malcolm's the Wolverine. You see, here's the.
No, I don't see.
Once again, so I love Jeff Goldblum, love him, but every single character is the exact same. And I have a problem with that as an actor.
And it's always great.
I don't take that away from you at all.
It's always great.
But he's the same in The Fly and Powder and that. Even 9 months, it's Dr. Ian Malcolm.
He's still doing the same thing on the apartments.com commercial or whatever it is.
Exactly, and I don't mind it. I'm just saying, as far as acting, the chops aren't what they should be.
Yeah, but he got a cool leather coat, some cool glasses in Jurassic Park.
But yeah, we can't say enough about Jurassic Park. I mean, the effects were fantastic. The story's awesome. So much so it spawned, in my opinion, some terrible sequels, including Jurassic World. I'll say it. The more I think about it, the more I don't like that movie.
Really?
I don't like it anymore.
Really?
That's true.
Okay.
I saw it twice in theaters, and I'm like, man, I can't get into this like I want to. The idea of like making up dinosaurs, I mean, as their main, like that, what was it called? Indominus Rex? I forget the name of it. And the T-Rex is on our side, and we're going to wear our high heels, and he'll run after me, and he'll be fighting for us. The T-Rex.
You got a problem with the high heels run.
I'm not a fan.
You have since day one.
Yeah, when I saw it, I'm like, come on. I'm in the theaters by myself, like, come on, she's in high heels.
I can't even run in leopard pants. How's she running in high heels?
It's true. So you're not a fan of Jurassic World. Love Jurassic Park. That's about it. 2 and 3 don't do it for me, and Jurassic World the same.
I liked the second one okay.
Yeah.
The third one not so much.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much.
It's rough.
And,
I only saw that once.
And who was the star of the third one?
Oh yeah, Grant was back.
Dr. Grant.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I mean, a bad script can't help it.
And why is the second one pretty good?
I don't think the second one's pretty good. I don't stand
really?
by. I don't like it.
A T-Rex running loose in San Diego
for the last 90 seconds for 5 minutes.
That's fantastic.
For the last 5 minutes.
That whole sequence where their bus is hanging off the side of the cliff and they like fall from section to section.
How many times has that happened? Come on. It's happened a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going to lay that out about the Jurassic Park. How often is that going to happen? I mean, how often are you going to go to an island that's inhabited by dinosaurs?
I just want the bus over the cliff scene like that. That's a standard movie trope.
Yeah, and it gets me every time. What about Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yeah, that's a great one.
That was a big movie in 1993.
I thought about this. I think my favorite Robin Williams anything. I'm going to stand by that. I can't think of anything he's done except for his stand-up that is better. Any TV or movie. It's my favorite Robin Williams project ever.
You mean like Robin Williams overall, or like funny Robin Williams?
Both. Like to me, I don't like serious Robin Williams. It's very sad to me.
Mm-hmm. What about creepy Robin Williams?
You talking about 1 Hour Photo?
Yes.
I never saw that, but I hear stories.
Yeah. It's really.
But it's my favorite Robin Williams thing ever. I love it.
Mrs. Doubtfire is really good. I think for me, it's probably a tie between Mrs. Doubtfire and him being the voice of the genie in Aladdin.
Yeah.
Those two, to me, are on. And it's funny because Aladdin was 92, and then in 93 we have Mrs. Doubtfire.
Right. Great story, yeah.
Everybody's good in this movie.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan's good.
Yeah.
It's kind of the jerk.
Yeah.
Stepdad.
Mm-hmm. Allergic to, what was he allergic to? Something. And the dish at the end.
Yeah.
That's where it all went downhill.
Hello.
Hello.
Really funny.
It was good.
It's a really funny movie.
Love it so much.
Is it the best Robin Williams movie?
That's my favorite. I'm not saying the best, but I'm saying my favorite. It's my favorite. As far as entertainment, I get nothing more.
Dead Poets Society is up there for me. Yeah,
really?
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah. You like those dramas, huh? You're a Robin Williams drama fan.
I am.
One of the greatest comedians of all time. You like his serious stuff.
I love his serious stuff.
Wow.
You don't like Dead Poets Society?
It's just kind of somber. It's there.
Who are you?
It's Robin Williams comedy, man. Mrs. Doubtfire.
And as far as the funny ones,
put on this earth to make us laugh.
That might be his best.
Let him do what he's meant to do.
Yeah. It's really sad that he'd already agreed to do a sequel to Mrs. Doubtfire.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
he passed away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Almost. Over 20 years afterwards.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They were going to go back and revisit that.
How
I guess
can
he was
you?
Gonna,
What's the?
I think he was going to do the same thing for grandkids or something like.
Why is the question?
I don't know. You know how sequels are.
Yeah.
You know, he was going to run loose in San Diego.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, I would say Mrs. Doubtfire is probably one of my favorites of 1993.
Yeah,
for sure.
I like whenever genres of movies don't take themselves too seriously. And that's the case with Last Action Hero, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. You don't like Last Action Hero? Are you serious?
You're going to dump on Dead Poet Society. One of my favorites of 93 is Last Action Hero.
I didn't dump. I'm saying it's kind of somber. It's not my taste.
That's a terrible movie.
The cup of tea, it is not mine. But Last Action Hero is one of my cup of tea. So the director of Predator and Die Hard, he finally drops all the seriousness and comes together with Schwarzenegger to make this beautiful movie, kind of a parody and just kind of a tongue-in-cheek look at the action genre in general.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like that movie so much?
I thought it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think these here...
America thought it was pretty bad,
we're going to have different
too.
movies because in 93, I was 9 years old. So remember this. There's a difference. So when I see this movie as a 9-year-old, I was a fan.
What was the big animated movie of 1993?
I've got some in here.
Yeah?
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
But once again, I was never an animated fan. So Last Action Hero was special. I had the video game. I had the toys. I was
the soundtrack.
I was a Jack Slater fan.
Yeah.
A fan. I was all into it. So
that was you.
I think it stands out. I mean, Stallone's in there as the Terminator in Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
In a movie poster.
Yeah.
Or a stand-up. I guess it was a stand-up,
but
right?
It was
In a video store.
But it was actually him.
It was really him.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool. Yeah. And Schwarzenegger playing himself. It was very, as a kid, it warped my mind and what can be reality and fiction. I liked it.
It was very tongue-in-cheek. I appreciate that part about Last Action Hero. I appreciate that Schwarzenegger could make fun of himself.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It was the turns, the tide being turned. There.
I wish he could have done that in a better movie.
Where before in Kindergarten Cop, that was kind of a making fun of himself.
Movie villains come to life in reality.
That was so cool.
Whatever that plot
as a kid,
was. When he walked off the screen,
that scared me. That was terrifying. Yeah. That really was. It was bad. But I like Last Action Hero, so sue me.
I liked Schindler's List. That came out in 1993.
We do have a very different list.
I think Schindler's List is probably one of the most important films of the last 30 years, and it came out in 93. Yeah, I bet you've never seen Schindler's List.
I had to watch it in film school, and I despised it.
What?
I hate it so much.
How can you hate Schindler's List?
I don't like depression, man. I try to stay away from it. It's enough of it in real life, so for my entertainment, I try to get away from the depression and the somberness. You know this about me? You know this.
It's interesting to note that when Spielberg, while he was doing Schindler's List, he was also working on he was overseeing the post-production of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
While directing Schindler's List.
That's a big plate.
And so he would spend the whole day in this dark, depressing world of Schindler's List.
Yeah.
And then at night, they had a video link hookup for him to oversee the post-production of Jurassic Park. And he said it would take him about an hour to just detach from, the making of Schindler's List and just kind of compose himself to where he could go, and he said, answer silly questions about what to do with these dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a totally different spectrum there.
So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you probably don't believe Schindler's List to be Steven Spielberg's greatest movie.
Not at all, no.
Okay.
Not at all.
I would probably make that claim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah, it's a really important movie.
I'm taking it away from that. I'm just saying I don't like it.
Okay.
I mean, very many things are important in history. I don't have to like it.
Yeah. Very rarely
It's funny. I'm looking at my list here. We have such different picks.
I think I have a couple that we're going to agree on.
Okay.
Very rarely am I that emotionally moved by a movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Schindler's List, like the black and white, and then you find the little girl. Like, it's the only color in the movie. It's the little girl in the red coat.
I had to do a full project on Schindler's List in film school. I had to go to and do a black and white photography montage section on set pieces from that. I had to go to the old rundown Middle Tennessee. I guess it was the Nashville State Penitentiary or Tennessee State.
Yeah.
The one that ran down and they used for the Green Mile and the Last Castle.
Last Castle, yeah.
So we got in that prison there inside the cells and stuff, and I took pictures of it, and I studied the film. I'm just not a fan.
A little side note, my dad worked for the state.
Uh-huh.
He was actually at the while they were filming the Last Castle. Mm-hmm. He was there as some sort of go-between between the production company and the Department of Corrections.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. So he was there while they were filming the Last Castle.
That's a cool place.
Yeah, and that's a great movie too.
Yeah.
Not 1993.
No. Yeah.
But James Gandolfini and Robert Redford.
Let's bring it up a notch in here.
Sorry.
No, mine seem like mine are just fun movies that I enjoy, and I think most people should.
I said Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah. How about Hocus Pocus? Can we agree on Hocus Pocus?
I've just recently seen Hocus Pocus.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I told you that.
I forgot. Wow. Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, Kathy Najimy, the Sanderson sisters as witches come back in modern day to claim what is once theirs and will be forever again.
Kind of a weird weird way they address the whole virgin thing.
Yeah. It's a Disney movie, but it's kind of kind
for
of
a
edgy.
Disney movie, that's used a lot.
It's pretty
in it.
edgy.
Yeah,
pretty edgy.
I thought I'd seen it all the way through, but then when I watched it with my wife this past Halloween,
Wow.
we actually watched Hocus Pocus on Halloween night.
Wow,
and I realized I'd never seen that movie all the way
that's
through.
crazy. Wow,
Yeah.
huh?
Didn't enjoy it.
Well,
Yeah, but seeing it for your first time,
Yeah, exactly.
in the middle of your life,
yeah.
probably might have had a little more of an impact.
Yeah,
when
I
I was
love
a
it to this
kid.
day. I told you, I've told you many times. It's my evolution of lusting as it goes throughout the years. I told you. That.
If you don't know this, please bring us.
So
your entire life of love can be
Yeah.
seen in this one film.
It's true. In 1993, whenever this movie comes out, I'm 9 years old. So at the time, the little sister, Thora Birch, which, by the way, is the exact same age as I am, I see her on screen. I fell in love with her, the beauty of that character at my age. As time goes on, the main character's girlfriend, the high schooler, as I watched that movie in my high school years, I was infatuated with her.
Yeah.
She was in Ladybugs as well, with Rodney Dangerfield.
Right.
And as time goes on, I become an adult male. I see Sarah Jessica Parker as the attractive witch. And to this day, she's pretty hot back then.
Uh-huh.
I mean, not so much. Little on the D. Snyder spectrum.
A little bit.
But back then in 93, SJP was nice.
Okay.
And so that's the evolution of the Adam Lust scale.
Wow.
What?
That's officially what we're going to refer to that movie as now. The Adam Lust scale. Do you want to watch Hocus Pocus? Oh, you mean the Adam Lust scale? Sure. Is that all you got about Hocus Pocus?
That's it. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's
I think you've said enough.
It's one of those classics. Everyone knows it.
True Romance is my next
Oh
movie.
man, you're bringing me down here.
My name is Vincent Cocotti. I work as consul for Mr. Blue Boyle, the man your son stole from.
Now, all that stands between them and their wildest dreams
Find out who this Wing and a Prayer artist is and take him off at the neck.
are 60 cops, 40 agents,
He's a wild man, this kid Clarence. I like him.
30 mobsters.
I haven't killed anybody since 1984.
Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Dennis Hopper, Val Kilmer, Gary Oldman, Brad Pitt, Christopher Walken.
Slow it down, man.
In a Tony Scott film. True Romance.
Well, were you in a sad part in your life this time? Was it a low?
No. Have you seen True Romance?
I have. It's a good movie. I'm not bashing it.
You're a Quentin Tarantino fan.
I know. It's good. I
Did
love
you
it.
not? Do you not see how
That's good.
True Romance is really kind of like the budding of an explosion that would be
That's
Quentin
true.
Tarantino?
Yeah, very true.
Through the rest, he wrote it.
Very true.
He didn't direct it.
Yeah.
Tony Scott directed it. Huge cast: Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Christopher Walken. It's like a who's who's gonna be in the Tarantino
That's
movies
true.
through the rest of the '90s.
That is true.
Yeah, it's about a call girl named Alabama, and Christian Slater plays basically a con man, and they fall in love, and it's kind of a real on the run, being chased by the law. They steal some drugs. Dennis Hopper plays his dad. They steal drugs from Christopher Walken.
It's a big cast.
They go on the run, yeah, and everybody's looking for him. Gangsters, cops, and it all comes down to. Well, I don't want to spoil it.
Jeez.
If you haven't seen this movie in 25 years, but yeah, it's got a fantastic ending to it, and it's very Tarantino. I mean, it feels like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah, it does.
Like I really do believe that True Romance and Reservoir Dogs is the genesis of the Quentin Tarantino explosion that we still see today.
That makes sense.
When he puts out the occasional film.
Yeah, I miss his stuff.
Okay, you know what?
So frequent, yeah.
True Romance may be my favorite movie from 1993.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's funny. So when I made this list, I didn't mean to make you hate them so much.
But go ahead.
But I've got to talk about this next one.
If it's Leprechaun, I'm done.
No.
Is Leprechaun on your list?
I almost did, but I actually don't like that one so much. It's got some good cult value to it, but
It's got Jennifer Aniston in it.
Yeah, so I don't like it. I don't enjoy it so much. But there's a movie I saw in theaters in 1993. Young kid, so I was easily amused. It's maybe one of the first. So I see Weekend at Bernie's, the first one in the I think '89. So Weekend at Bernie's 2 comes out in '93, which is not on my list. You can appreciate that at least. It almost was on there.
Yeah.
But maybe the second comedy I ever saw in theaters.
Let me see if I can guess what it is. I'm just gonna pull up 1993 movies.
You won't guess it. You won't.
And I'm just gonna go see what I see.
I was gonna say this for last.
I'm gonna go see what I see. I'm gonna go see what I see. Okay. No. Because you know how you get like the...
Right.
Hocus Pocus. I'm pretty sure it's not the piano.
No.
I'm going to guess it's not Free Willy.
Nope. I did like that one, though.
Dennis the Menace.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I know you love Pauly Shore. You love Pauly Shore. But
Son-in-Law come out in 93?
As the story goes, the daughter of a conservative farming family brings her college friend Crawl home for Thanksgiving because he has nowhere else to go that holiday. Surprisingly, her longtime boyfriend proposes to her at dinner in an attempt to halt the awkwardness. Crawl, played by Pauly Shore himself, says that he has already proposed marriage and she accepted. Now he must then fit in with the family to become one with them. In Son-in-Law from 1993. I know you're a Pauly Shore hater and you hate him so much. Was it that? What movie did you walk out of?
Jury Duty.
Jury Duty.
So which was after Son-in-Law.
Yeah. Did you ever see Son-in-Law?
No. I remember the Blockbuster Video I used to go to a lot.
Yeah.
Around that time, always had it playing when I would go.
I
feel like I've seen Son-in-Law, but I've never sat down.
And honestly, he is coming to Zanies quite soon here. I think we're going to it.
Why are you going to waste your money?
I'm a Pauly Shore fan. I think it's important, an important subgenre time in the 90s comedy with Encino Man, Son-in-Law, Jury Duty. I think they're good.
You do realize that the only reason why Pauly Shore has any celebrity is because
family,
his mom
right.
owned the comedy club.
I know, it's a...
All right.
Look at our president. Without his small loan from his father, he wouldn't be where he is today either.
Okay, I think you're just proving my point. But continue.
But definitely not an award winner, but as far as the time of that, for me, it was an enjoyable movie.
Okay.
That's why I'm laughing at our list as you go on.
I really thought we'd have like the same movies.
You said that. I'm like,
well, I knew you wouldn't have Schindler's List.
Yeah, definitely
I
not.
really thought True Romance would be on there.
I thought
on
about
yours.
it. I thought about it.
Let's see. Well, how about here's one we can both agree on.
Okay. I only have 5 more left, so can you make one on my 5?
1993's Army of Darkness.
Okay, that's good. Good job.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick. It's a 12-gauge double-barreled Remington. S-Mart's top of the line. You can find this in the sporting goods department. That's right, this sweet baby was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Retails for about $109.95. It's got a walnut stock, cobalt blue steel, and a hair trigger. That's right, shop smart. Shop S-Mart.
To me, this is not only one of my favorite movies of 1993, this is also my favorite of the original Evil Dead movies.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So I saw that one first. I had no idea it was part of a trilogy at the time, and I thought it was a standalone movie. Not until years later, 6-7 years later, did I see Evil Dead 1 and 2. But it's great. I love it.
This is really it's kind of the original Evil Dead was almost a straight up. And we've talked about this before. Mm-hmm. It's pretty much a straight up Sam Raimi horror movie.
Right? Yeah.
Not a lot of comedy. There's some funny stuff in it, but it's not a comedy. The second one starts to lean on the comedy more, and the third one is almost.
It's like Three Stooges with some comedy.
Yeah, it is. It is really like it's the Bruce Campbell you expect. Mm-hmm. Like when you expect Bruce Campbell in something, even in the Ash vs. Evil Dead series.
Yeah, he's much more of a hardened badass as well. But at the same time, the comedy vibe is there too.
Yeah. This is the quintessential Bruce Campbell Ash movie to me.
Yeah,
when he kind of becomes that icon, is an Army of Darkness. A lot of the stuff that you associate with it comes from Army of Darkness.
Yeah,
the shirt, the boomstick. All of that.
True.
It's one of my favorites from 1993, Army of Darkness.
I'm trying to think which winner to pick next.
I can't believe that we're basically just going to move on past Army of Darkness. The one movie we can agree on.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
What else can we say?
I think we've said all we can say. I can't wait to hear what fantastic piece of cinema you're going to come at with me next.
I want to think you will agree with the next one, maybe. I know we're not too big a fan of sequels sometimes, but...
Is it Wayne's World 2?
It is Wayne's World 2. I think
that's a terrible movie.
Really?
Yes, it's bad.
Go ahead. Wayne's World 2 is fantastic. So after a naked Indian appears and speaks to him in his dreams, Wayne Campbell himself must do the one thing he's meant to do, and that is create the best concert of all time, Wayne Stock.
Wayne, it's Heather Locklear. There is a God.
Heather be thy name.
And Garth.
I feel weird.
In their first movie since their last one.
What's it called?
It's called,
Wayne's World 2.
Yes! Wow.
People need to be entertained. They need the distraction.
You really don't like Wayne's World 2? Really?
No. The soundtrack's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Wayne's World 2.
It's fun having Aerosmith, and I guess Aerosmith.
And Chris Farley is the stagehand.
Chris Farley has a humorous moment in it, but whereas the original Wayne's World is you have these characters that these guys are doing on Saturday Night Live that everybody loves, and basically to me that first Wayne's World movie is what can we do in a movie with these characters, and it works, and it's really entertaining. Wayne's World 2, it's kind of like. Let's just rehash. It's like let's rehash. It doesn't seem like either one of them are that into it. It doesn't have the spark and the kind of, I don't know, it's a weird word to use, but describing this, but almost like the twinkle that the original Wayne's World has.
Yeah, it's not as good. I'll give you that, but I still enjoy
it. There's some humorous parts to it, I guess. The Chris Farley stuff is fun.
Yeah. I'm a fan. I like the franchise.
The
I want to
Indian
reboot.
stuff. The Indian stuff is terrible.
That was a low point, but it has to do that to advance that terrible plot.
What? No, you could have come up with a better gimmick
than a naked Indian.
Yeah. Apparently, somebody was a Jim Morrison fan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that part. Yeah. That's funny.
So
that's on my list.
Wayne's World. I knew Wayne's World 2. Actually, Wayne's World 2, I have it down to mention in case you didn't bring it up.
It's on there.
But my next movie officially is Tombstone.
Ah, okay.
Another movie you've never seen.
No, I've seen. I love Tombstone.
Okay, can we agree on this one?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
it's good.
It's great. It's really good.
It's great.
It's really good.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah, my favorite Western. No, my second favorite Western. I'll say that.
Val Kilmer, Sam Elliott, Bill Paxton, Charlton Heston has a Billy Bob Thornton is in this.
Oh,
He's the dealer that they beat up at the beginning.
Yeah.
Dana Delaney's in it. Jason Priestley. Powers Booth, Val Kilmer. This
is the best. Yeah,
is the best in this movie.
I'm your huckleberry. Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked over your grave.
Fight's not with you, Holiday.
I beg to differ, sir. We started a game we never got to finish. Play for blood, remember?
I was just fooling about.
I wasn't. And this time, legal.
How can you see that and not see he'd be a great Bruce Wayne someday?
Here's an interesting fact.
Yeah.
Adam West, who was Batman in the 60s Batman movies, played Doc Holliday 4 or 5 times on television in 1959. He portrayed Doc Holliday on television. Val Kilmer is in Tombstone as Doc Holliday. Joel Schumacher sees him and decides he would be a fantastic Batman in Batman Forever.
That's fate.
Yeah.
That is fate.
This is my favorite Val Kilmer movie.
Yeah. It's good.
This is his movie. I mean,
he's fantastic. Just that kind of drawl to his voice and the accent.
Yeah, and I guess he spent months practicing quick draw.
Really?
To do all the stuff that he does. Because he does all of it. I mean, they're clearly not a stunt guy.
Yeah.
Twirling guns like Doc Holliday. This is a much better movie, and it's more fun, and it moves faster, and it's much more enjoyable than Wyatt Earp, starring Kevin Costner, which I think either came out that year or the year after that.
Yeah, that was kind of a flop, right?
Which was this long, drawn, 3-hour story. And apparently in Tombstone, they tried to be more faithful to the actual events to the shootout at the OK Corral than even the Wyatt Earp drama was.
Yeah.
Because I was reading a lot about how accurate that gunfight is actually portrayed in Tombstone. It's, I think you're right. I think it may be my favorite Western.
Yeah.
It may be.
Django's a little bit higher for me if you count that as a Western. I love Django more, but that's a close second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go see Tombstone if you've never seen it.
It's a good
Find
one.
it, rent it. Is it on Netflix?
No. Maybe? It's not. I don't think so.
There's so many quotes from that movie.
Yeah.
How often do you get a great Western that's quotable?
I know. I say it almost daily, the playing with my brother's kids line. It's like playing cards with my brother's kids.
It's like playing cards with my brother's kids. Yeah. You're a daisy if you do.
Yeah.
Tombstone, definitely one of my favorites from 1993.
It's a good one. Man, I've got 3 left, and I'm afraid to even talk about them. Because I think we have different ideas.
Well, we agree on Jurassic Park.
There's a Metacritic out there of like what the highest rated movies are. Then there are my favorites, which are always not the exact same thing.
Yeah.
These are my favorites.
But this is much better than if you and I agreed on everything.
That's true.
How entertaining would that be?
So 1993 was Now, I'm 9 years old. I'm 9 years old here.
Oh, let me see if I can guess.
You will never guess it again. 93 is the year of the baseball movie But everyone's all like, "Oh, Sandlot's
Oh, The
so-"
Sandlot.
No. Everyone's like, "Oh, Sandlot's so good. It reminds me of my youth." Sit down with that and be quiet. Everyone's like, but Little Big League's good because he's the owner of a baseball team. Shut up. That's unrealistic. What if it's possible someone could break their arm, have a tendon re-healed, and be able to throw a 95-mile-an-hour fastball and join the major leagues? And that's where Rookie of the Year comes in. Funky butt loving alone is a great quote.
I have seen Rookie of the Year in the last 6 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think I was watching a Braves game.
Yeah.
On Fox Sports, and they went to a rain delay and showed Rookie of the Year.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah.
So as a 9-year-old seeing this, I was blown away by the fact, like, wow, he's like me and he's a professional baseball player. That was cool.
Yeah.
Sandlot is a movie about what I did with my friends playing baseball. I don't care to see that.
Uh-huh.
And so this movie here was a little more fantastical, and I appreciate it. And once again, the doctor saying funky butt loving makes me laugh to this day.
And, the actor that was in, Home Alone. He was also in... he's in Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, what did he?
He's the pitching coach. He was the bad guy in Home Alone.
Oh, wait, not Daniel Stern?
Daniel Stern.
I forgot about this. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been at least 15 years I've seen this movie.
He's pretty funny in that movie.
Really?
I give him credit.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, that stands out to me. That's the best baseball movie from that year. People love Sandlot. I saw Sandlot in theaters.
I will have to say Sandlot is the best movie.
I saw that in theaters,
You're
man.
killing me, Smalls.
Yeah, see, not feeling that one so much. I had to, back in the day, I used to get really weird. Like, I had a weird thing. If I would even see someone in movies throw up, I would get sick myself. And they had the scene on the roller coaster, I had to leave the theater because I got sick.
Really?
I was 9, but still it happened. I have that memory of that movie. So even that part, once that finally happens, they have the chewing tobacco on the roller coaster and they all throw up. That part afterwards, I don't have very much memory of that because I haven't seen much of that afterwards. I was throwing up myself.
Uh-huh.
When I think Sandlot, that's what I think about.
Who plays the in Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
Who's the actor that plays his mentor that ends up dating his mom?
I can't remember. Like I said, it's been at least a decade. I've seen that.
Is it Tom Berenger? No.
That's the other baseball movie.
That is another baseball movie.
You notice that the 90s were filled with baseball movies. What happened there? Baseball's huge in the 90s.
You want me to be completely honest?
Steroids?
Nothing was the same after the strike.
Oh, yeah? Think so?
In the 90s.
I mean, really, almost every year, tons. I mean, Angels in the Outfield, the Major League Series, Little Big League, Sandlot, I mean, all kinds of stuff. Every single year, huge baseball movies, successful baseball movies came out.
I think through the early 90s that we still had a love affair with baseball, but I think once things got so sideways that you lost an entire season, I think it killed the sport in a lot of people's minds. I think they moved on to something else, and whatever they moved on to that year, they end up liking more.
Yeah.
And I don't think baseball has ever fully recovered. In 20-plus years, I don't think they fully recovered from that strike.
Did you ever see the John Goodman Babe Ruth movie?
No.
Yeah.
Is it good? I've never seen it.
It was pretty. It's one of those you don't expect. You never knew the person's real story, and you see the womanizing and the alcoholism, and same for the Tommy Lee Jones Ty Cobb movie. Did you ever
I have
see
seen that. Yeah. Did you like The Natural?
I mean, it was all right. It was just kind of. I don't remember the story besides he was bad then good. Is that all there was to it?
Pretty much.
That's the story arc to that.
He gets shot.
Yeah.
Then he comes back.
Yeah.
And he hits a baseball into the lights.
Yeah, I remember that.
The end.
Yeah.
Paul Newman.
Yeah.
Or not Paul Newman.
Robert Redford.
Robert Redford.
Yeah, exactly.
Nightmare Before Christmas is my next movie.
Okay, nice.
Is that on your list?
No, it's not, but I'll appreciate it.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Pumpkins scream in the dead of night.
This is probably my favorite Tim Burton animated.
Right, okay. And he produced it. Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
Ed Wood is my favorite Tim Burton movie. What?
Nothing. That's good.
What do you think it would? You'd be 1989's Batman?
I mean, most people would say something like that over Ed Wood.
Ed Wood's a great movie.
I understand opinions and facts. I'm not taking it away from you.
But Nightmare Before Christmas is my favorite animated.
It's a
Tim
good
Burton
one.
movie.
It's cool. Classic songs everyone knows and loves.
Danny Elfman doing the score. And did you know he was also the singing voice for Jack Skellington?
Yeah, I just hear Oingo Boingo whenever I hear the songs.
That's pretty much what it is. I wish he'd busted out Weird Science.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And a great soundtrack.
A great soundtrack. Everyone knows and loves it. And it's the ultimate question: is that a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
It's both.
That's true. You watch it in November.
Yeah. Well, you can watch it from late September, early October, all the way through the end of December.
It's kind of all inclusive there.
It is.
Yeah,
it's very all inclusive.
My last two, I should have saved the strong ones for last, but I did not. These honestly are the weakest ones of the two. But
I can't wait to. Coneheads must be one.
No, it's not. I hate that movie, but. As far as SNL, this is Mike Myers' second appearance on this list, by the way. You were a fan of So I Married an Axe Murderer, right? I think that's a highly underrated comedy movie, in my opinion.
I think you can see
his characters that will come down the line are clearly in
the Austin Powers movies.
Like clearly his voices, his ideas, the characters. It's all. It's a great movie, I think. A beat poet in San Francisco falls in love with a woman, but soon has fears that she's an infamous serial killer who murders her husbands on their honeymoon night with an axe. Is that true? You should watch the movie and find out.
Wow. It's true. This has been Movie Reviews with that.
But don't take my word for it. I love Reading Rainbow. Not so much. Oh yeah, there you go.
Take a look.
But I love that movie. I think it's underrated for sure. I saw the numbers for that, and it didn't make back a quarter of its budget.
Yeah, I mean, it flopped big time. I was really surprised that Austin Powers happened after that, because that wasn't the only Mike Myers movie to flop.
Right. Yeah.
And then and that was on the heels of Wayne's World 2, which did not perform like everyone expected it to. Here's the problem with Wayne's World 2.
You're still mad about that, aren't you?
Here's the problem. It can be summed up in one thing in the movie.
Yeah.
So there was the gremlin, right? In the original, the blue gremlin with the flames.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
the
a fun.
Mirthmobile?
Yeah. That was a fun thing to have in the original Wayne's World.
Yeah. The fact that made a limousine, you don't like that.
That to me sums up the problem in its entirety with Wayne's World 2 and an Indian. Let's see. I guess my last one's going to be The Fugitive.
Okay, man, you were in the serious mode today, aren't you?
With Harrison Ford, Tommy Lee Jones.
Gotcha.
I mean, I've got some honorable mentions.
I gotcha. Well, we did go hardcore serious. Now I went hardcore comedy. I just noticed that I had zero serious in my list, and you had all.
I would like to think I went hardcore good movies, and you went hardcore bad movies, with the exception of a few.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, The Fugitive, based off the 1960s television show, completely reimagined for the 1990s. Harrison Ford, Richard Kimball, Tommy Lee Jones as
Tommy Lee Jones.
As Tommy Lee Jones, chasing him down.
Yeah.
That's kind of brought Harrison Ford back to the spotlight.
That's true, yeah.
I think without The Fugitive, you don't get Harrison Ford classics like Air Force One later in the 90s.
Wow, we have that to think for it, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Some of my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Falling Down.
I've never seen that, actually.
With Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas. He goes crazy, and then, I remember that now.
Yeah. Benny and June.
That was actually a fantastic movie. That should have been on my list. I loved it.
Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. It's a great Batman movie based off the animated series. What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Once again, a fantastic movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
That
should have been on your list.
I thought about it.
We should talk more about What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
We should. That's in my opinion,
and less about Son-in-Law.
One of his earliest, but one of Leonardo DiCaprio's best performances ever. I mean, really.
Absolutely.
That's insane of what he does as the character of Arnie in that movie.
Absolutely.
Insane.
Dazed and Confused, which we talked about when we did our soundtracks. Robin Hood Men in Tights, I think was a funny movie.
That's a good one.
As well as Hot Shots Part 2.
I love that movie.
Which came out.
Hot Shots 1 I couldn't care less about, but I love Part 2.
Yeah.
Love it.
What would you say is the most disappointing, or did you have some honorable mentions?
I have one more actual on the list.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, so it shouldn't have been last. Well, and I've told you how much I love this movie before. I'm a fan of superhero movies.
Uh-huh.
I'm also a fan of Robert Townsend. You know where I'm going with this. Maybe some Sinbad, some Bill Cosby.
Oh, no.
I love The Meteor Man. I love The Meteor Man so much. Written, directed, and even starring Robert Townsend. What happened to Robert Townsend is the question.
Meteor Man.
No. So, in doing research for this week, I honestly went online and watched, because I used to love in the late 90s, he had early 90s, mid-90s, he had a fantastic show called The Parenthood.
Which was good.
Yeah, I loved it. And I was watching that just this morning and just like laughing out loud by myself. I love Robert Townsend. What happened to him?
Meteor Man.
But man,
if we let Robert Townsend do whatever he wants, what do you think? What kind of genius do you think we'd get? Meteor Man.
Cypress Hill, Luther Vandross, Sinbad, James Earl Jones, Bill Cosby. That's part of the cast in Meteor Man.
Yeah.
You know the story. We all know it. We love it. Guy outside sees an actual green meteor fall from the sky, gets hurt by it, badly bruised, badly burned, badly broken bones, wakes up days later in the hospital. They expect him to be so disfigured they won't notice him, take off his bandages, and he's fully healed. Not only that, but he has special powers brought on by the green glowing meteor himself, which a homeless vagrant, played by Bill Cosby, has the last remaining piece of that meteor. Beautiful story.
And in turn, we get Meteor Man.
But I like Robert Townsend.
I like the spirit of the movie.
Yeah.
Let's do a superhero movie different from all the pretty cookie cutter white bread,
right? Yeah,
superhero movies that you'd had up to that point.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a good movie, in my opinion.
So it's
in my opinion.
I'm watching the Parenthood this morning, right? And there's a line that made me. I was hurting. My stomach. I was laughing so hard, my stomach hurt. And so he's talking to a small 6-year-old son, has a crush on a girl at school. He wants to kiss her and talk to her, doesn't know what to do. And Robert Townsend, as the father, tells his son, like, well, do what you can now because this only gets harder whenever you hit puberty. And the son's like, why would I hit puberty? I don't even know her. That made me laugh hard.
Dun, 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 dun.
That was good.
So Meteor Man's going to be how you sum up your 1993
That's how I round up,
movies.
man.
Any disappointing movies? Any movies that you just absolutely hate from that year that you can think of?
I don't know. Besides Schindler's List, I can't think of any more.
Really?
Maybe because it was forced down my throat. Maybe it's because I had to watch it, had to study it. Maybe that's possible. Because I didn't watch it until film school. The first time I watched it, I had to.
Right.
That's very possible. It's possible.
I'm trying to think.
I'm sure there are some.
Oh, I was not a fan of the Beverly Hillbillies movie.
No, same here. That kind of almost started that whole let's bring back a classic. Sure, the original show was a comedy, but this made fun of the comedy on top of the comedy.
Yeah.
It was kind of a mockery of that. Even Ernest couldn't save it.
Wasn't The Firm from 1993 too?
Maybe so.
The first of the
Grishams.
Grisham.
Never saw that
movies. Filmed in Memphis, Tennessee, with Tom Cruise. Dazed and Confused. Like I said, we talked about other movies from that time. Menace to Society.
Did you like Weekend at Bernie's too? Were you a fan?
No.
Without that, we wouldn't have the Bernie dance. Just a heads up. It swept the nation 4 years ago, but without that,
I mean, Weekend at Bernie's is okay.
I love the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not Weekend at Bernie's too.
It's weaker for sure.
Sleepless in Seattle was a big movie from 1993.
It was, yeah.
Had the soundtrack to that.
Ooh.
A lot of Harry Connick Jr. on that soundtrack. Free Willy.
Yeah, that was good.
Was from 1993. Philadelphia was from 1993. Cool Runnings. I'm really surprised that was on your list.
It almost was. I think Son-in-Law knocked it off.
Remains of the Day.
Never heard of that one.
The Crush with Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah.
And Homeward. You know what? I'm going to end on Homeward Bound.
There we go. We can kind of agree on that.
A story about animals trying to make it home.
I'm pissed it happened twice, but whatever.
With Sally Field as the cat.
Yeah.
And Michael J. Fox as one of the dogs.
Yeah.
And who was the voice?
Chance was his name. What's that?
Who was the voice of the older dog?
A Shadow? Who was Shadow?
Who was Shadow?
I can't remember. I
don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It was good, though.
I'm sure it matters.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Apparently, I saw a lot of movies in theaters in that year because a lot of these we named off, I have fond memories of seeing those in theaters. That must have been my first real Adam's old enough to go to the theaters year.
Apparently, you were not picky about the movies that you watched.
If we go back and see your 9-year-old movies, I'm sure it'd be a totally different list than most people would say. I'm just saying.
It's 9.
I mean, 9 years. It's.
No, I'm sure there would be Academy Award winning films. Hey, what was your favorite movie from 1993? Let us know.
What would you say out of all those your actual favorite is, though?
Of 93?
Yeah.
True Romance
really
is close.
I'd have to go Jurassic Park.
Or Jurassic, it's going to be Jurassic Park, True Romance, I think. Oh, I love The Fugitive, too.
Really?
It's going to be one of those three.
Yeah.
Check us out online, adamandjp.com. Tweet at us at adamandjp, and let us know, like I said, what is your favorite film of 1993?
That's true. Try out Facebook.com/adamandjp. Just interact. You could be the SOBOTW this week, you know.
That's coming up on Tuesday's show.
That is. Do all that and patreon.com/podcasserole. All the fun can be found there.
I'm Jay Patrick. That's Adam.
Eat your Podcasserole.
This has been a production of the Adam and JP family of on-demand talk radio.
AdamandJP.com.
Right now.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network, your station for all things geek, classic, current, and beyond. Be part of the crew at ESONetwork.com.